Hey everybody, this video is going to cover graphing slope-intercept form equations, but when the equations aren't always solved for y. So a little more complicated. You have to do it one step first. We have to rearrange that equation first in order to get from it what we need. So how to do this, what we'll start with is one just as a review. Here we have it's already in y equals mx plus b form. So the coefficient of x is your slope. So the slope is 5/4. The 5 is the rise, and the 4 is the run. So we're going to go, and they're both positive, so we're going to go rising 5, so up 5, and running 4 in the positive direction would be to the right. So that's going to be the slope we're going to do. And we're going to do the starting point, the y-intercept of positive 1. And that's from that equation right here. So we're going to start the y-intercept of 1. And we're going to do a slope of up 5 and right 4 from this point. So you're going to count up 5 and then over 4. And that's our second point. Now typically when we're able to graph these, we actually see we can do more points because there's more space on the graph. But if I try to go up 5 and over 4 again, it won't quite work out because we'll be off the graph. We could even try to reverse it and go down 5 and to the left 4 and kind of get our point, but that's just an estimation. So with that, we can go ahead and draw our line in. And our line will look something like, that's white, don't want to do that. It'll look something like this here. If you notice, I kind of got that other point about right up there at the top. So that's when our equation's already in mx plus b form. But now if we look, this equation up here, we have x minus 3y equals 9. So we have to get it into y equals mx plus b form first. So here's how that happens. Let's start with x minus 3y equals 9. And we're going to get that y by itself. So save the y for the end there. What we're going to do is get rid of the x. And it's just a 1x. So to get rid of it, we're going to subtract it from both sides. So the x terms cancel out. And we get, bringing down that negative sign and the 3y. And then we have 9 minus 1x, or you can think about it as negative 1x plus 9, kind of putting it in slope-intercept form first. So now we're going to divide by negative 3 on both sides to get that y by itself. Our negative 3's cancel out. Whoops. Gives us just one y when they divide those. And then we have two fractions to think about. First fraction we got to think about is negative 1 over negative 3. And then we got to think about 9 over negative 3. So the first one, the green one there, is negative 1 over negative 3. A negative over a negative is positive. And 1 over 3 is just the fraction 1/3. So we have 1/3 x. And then in the yellow there we have 9 divided by negative 3. Positive 9 over negative 3. When we do that division we get minus 3, negative 3. So now our slope is the coefficient of x, which is 1/3, and our y-intercept is negative 3. So we'll go to negative 3 on the y-axis. Now the graph that they gave us actually goes by 2's, so negative 3 is actually right here, halfway in between negative 2 and negative 4. And we have to count a rise of 1, so we're going to go up 1, because they're both positive, and then we're going to run positive 3, so go right 3. So we're going to go up 1 and right 3, and we got to be careful about this. Really, we're going by half boxes is 1, so we're going up 1 and then right 1, 2, 3. So there's our second point. Then we're going to kind of go up again from there. I'll switch to a different color. We're going to go up 1 to about halfway, and then right 1, 2, 3. So kind of like that. 1, 1, 2, 3. So there's some of our points. And the scale was kind of funky on this one, but we'll go ahead and graph that line. And there's your line. Okay, next equation, I'll just kind of set it up for you. We have a few to look at. The next one I want to look at here is, which one did I want to do? How about number 12 here? Just to get it in slope-intercept form first. We have 3y plus 4x equals 24. So first of all, we got to get rid of that 4x by subtracting it. We get 3y equals negative 4x plus 24. Dividing by 3 gets you negative 4/3 x, and then 24 divided by 3 here. Again, this is where I'm doing 4 over 3 there, simplifying that fraction, and then 24 over 3. And 24 over 3 is 8. So we'd have negative 4/3 x plus 8.